Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a level 100 Claymore build guide in Elden Ring. So this is a pretty fun weapon because it attacks very fast and it's an iconic weapon that's been in Dark Souls for quite some time. So I'll be going over this leveling guide at level 150 or level 100, but if you're a higher level I'll tell you where to put the stats. So we got the heavy Claymore here. I like to go with the heavy because it'll put its strength scaling to B. Although you can go with a quality build if you're a higher level, put more points in dexterity and make this quality. Now I like the Wild Strikes on it. The Wild Strikes is a pretty strong one, which I'll show you what it looks like here as we deal with this guy. So you just swing it like this. He's got his shield up, but you're able to swipe him down pretty quickly. So doesn't use a whole lot of FP because we only got 16 mind. 40 vigor, 30 endurance. This allows us a medium roll with 56 poise. It's ideal. We want to get our poise up to at least 51 to 56 to resist light attacks. I went with 43 strength because the more strength, the more damage, because we can two-hand this for even further damage. I went 13 dexterity as that's a minimum requirement. And then I also went 15 faith to cast flame grant me strength for a big boost to our damage, and then 12 arcane. Now, I also got a dagger with Golden Vow there. It's a nice little optimization. And we also have for Talisman, the Axe Talisman boosts our damage with charge attacks, so we can do those often. Although, if you don't want to do that, you can go with jump attacks, the Claw Talisman, or any of the healing Talisman works great. I also went with the Turtle Talisman, and if you have the DLC, the two-headed Turtle Talisman is great. Dragon Crest Great Shield to be able to reduce damage, but if you don't have that, go with one of the other damage negation talisman, or again you can go with more health as well. And I went with the two-handed sword talisman from the DLC because this is going to give us an increase to our two-handed weapon. But if you don't have that, again you can go with like the claw talisman, you can go with Millicent's prosthesis or the Ronwin sword insignia, and even one of these is a great choice as well. Or you could go with heavier armor with one of these choices. So there's a few different ways you can go about doing that. I think that this one works pretty well. And I also like to have frostbite grease there because you can apply frostbite grease to this weapon, giving you frost scaling. But typically how we want to set up is we want to take out our Golden Vow dagger and use Golden Vow. This is going to give us a big boost to our damage. And then we can also do Flame Grant Me Strength for a bit more damage. And then we may run out of FP, so we'll just chug that, and then we have our bloodflame blade here. So this is our fire damage and bleed buildup. Then we're going to two-hand the weapon, and you're going to see it does a lot of damage. It's 1,100 damage on a normal swing there, and 2,100 damage on a charge attack. So it hits hard, and we can one-shot those guys with our charge attack. So this weapon goes pretty hard. It's a very powerful one, and you can also, as you level up, put points into your dexterity, and whenever you have higher dexterity, you can change the scaling from heavy into quality, as it's going to give you even further damage, as it seems to scale best off of a quality scaling, although at a lower level it's almost better to go with high strength, for the reason being we can two-hand this weapon to give us a 50% boost to our strength scale, or strength numbers, so that'll further increase the damage. So you can see there, it hits pretty hard and has good posture damage, so this weapon is quite fun. And also looks really cool with the bloodflame blade on it, but I'll show you there with frostbite grease, because not every enemy is going to be, some enemies are strong against fire, so we want to have a counter for them. It'll also deal blood loss buildup, so that's why bloodflame blade is so good, because you can scale up the damage quite fiercely. So we have the dagger there for our Golden Vow, and then we're going to pop up our Flame Grant Me Strength. And then frostbite grease is another choice. So you can also put scarlet rock grease. That's another great choice because scarlet rock does a lot of damage in this game. So you can see there, it does the same amount of damage as with the fire grease, but we're building up frostbite buildup. And once you trigger frostbite, you'll deal 20% more damage to the target, and they take a percentage-based damage like blood, like they do when they get blood loss buildup. So they'll lose around 10% of their health, and that's pretty substantial. So there is a few different ways we can go about using this, but I think that either adding frost or fire to it is kind of the best choice, as it gives us a lot of versatility in combat, and this attacks really fast. So that's the nice thing about it, is it's quicker than like the great swords. So yeah, this is a weapon we can get really early on in the game, and it's one that can last you the entire game. That's the beauty of it. I also went with the Wild Strikes here because this is a quick way to get like the Bloodflame Blade stacked up or Frostbite stacked up really quick and easy. And if you're at the back of a boss, you can just pound away with this while your Mimic is tanking for you. So that itself is really nice because it hits so hard. But there it is. That is a Claymore level 100 build guide in Elden Ring. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.